Hello guys, I hope everyone's doing well. I've been praying for everyone and I hope you're staying strong in Jesus Christ. I wanted to talk about being gangstalked, but tell the story of my weirdest street theater experience ever in my life. So usually I cook every single night. It's just easier. But this night, me and my daughter decided to go grab something to eat. It was getting late. It was dark. So we said, okay, let's jump in the car. Let's go get something to eat. And plus I needed some gas. So I was going to take the freeway there, but I decided to get off the freeway and take a back road, which I've always done. So we go and we got our food and then we got our gas. Now at the gas station, a man pulled up beside us and he rolled down his window and he said nothing. So when this happens to me, which it happens a lot, I go to grab my phone. Now I'm outside pumping the gas, so I go to grab my phone. And when I went to get my phone, he speeds off. Weird stuff, as you know, when you're gangstalked. So, but before he sped off, he let something out the window. And this smell, it instantly gave me a headache. So whatever he sprayed or whatever came out of his window, I mean, it just instantly gave me a headache. I prayed about it, and then we started heading home because I tried my best not to let these weirdos bother me anymore. So we're heading home on this back road because we took the back road there. Now it's dark, and this back road is really dark, and it's full of businesses on one side, and on the other side is trees and like a forest. It's not really a forest, but it's lots of trees. So we're heading back on the back road. We're listening to our Christian music.
All of you, none of me.
We're praising God, me and my daughter. She's in the back. And I noticed that a black SUV was behind us. Now, I just have a regular 4-door sedan. So if there's a truck or an SUV behind you, it's blaring its lights in your car. So that's what made me notice it. And it was kind of close, but I'm like, okay. But then I noticed the lights. And so then I noticed a black SUV in front of me also. Kind of like the same exact car, but a little bit ahead of me. So once I noticed that black SUV, that was the same type of SUV in back of me blaring its light, I pulled over. When I pull over, the black SUV behind me pulls over. The black SUV in front of me slows down. Like I said, it's further ahead, but it's dark, so you can see the taillights. So instantly I thought, okay, let me pick my phone up again, just like at the gas station, and I need to restart recording. This is when it got really, really weird and unexplainable. So I picked up my phone and I started trying to record, but my phone would not work no matter what I did. So the SUV behind me, I started trying to lift my phone to try to record, but like I said, it wasn't working. But I'm like, okay, let me do something. So the SUV behind me, it pulls out and it starts driving by the other SUV. And like I said, my camera would not record. It would not let me tap it. I pressed the power button, turned it back on, and it just wouldn't come, the camera wouldn't work. So at this point, I started panicking. But I'm thinking of my baby, my child in the back. So I said, God has not given me the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. So I said it out loud. And so I hear my little one in the back saying, that's right. And so I started, at that point, it finally started recording. So I started snapping pictures and my light was going off. So the SUVs, the SUV that pulled from behind me stops behind the other SUV. Now this whole time, the one that was in front of me has stopped. So the other ones behind him, they're just stopped in the middle of the road. And so they start swerving at the same time. First they're swerving at the same time. Weird. And then I started pressing my camera to try to get it to record again. And I swore I pressed record, but anyway, the light came on for it to record. So now one swerves this way and this one swerves that way. And then he goes this way and then he goes this way. The black SUVs. So I'm still pulled over and just watching. And my daughter's like, "What's going on, Mommy? How come we're sitting here?" So all I could say to her was, "I just want to be safe." And she didn't even question it. She already heard me saying the verse earlier. And so she was like, okay. So I remember saying the verse again because I was like, what is going on? God has not given me the spirit of fear. I'm not going to fear this. I'm not going to let these weirdos, these demonic psychopaths try to scare me and my daughter. So they finally stopped swerving, and in sequence, they stopped swerving. One was ahead of the other, and they just turned to do a U. They both turn at the same time to do a U-turn. They both back up at the same time to do a U-turn, and then they go back towards where all the food and the gas station was. And I smiled like, really? And I wanted to make sure, because I'm pretty bright, so even in the dark you can see my smile. I smiled as big as I could to let them know, listen, I appreciate that show that you just gave me. Because that's what street theater is. It's just a show. But, like I said, that was the weirdest and strangest. Nothing ever came of it. But that was the weirdest and strangest street theater I had ever experienced. I know you're probably going through some of the same things, if not worse. I pray that it's not worse. But if you have a strange and weird street theater story, share it down in the comments so that we can pray with each other and laugh at these psychopaths together. Because that's what they are. They're demons, they're psychopaths, and they really need help. Remember, you are not alone when you're going through these things. Street theater and being followed and being sprayed with something. There's other people going through it, and you're not alone, and Jesus Christ loves you, and it's only going to make you stronger. Have a blessed day.